Hello, Kathy. This is Olivia from Dawes Tarot. I am here to do your monthly reading for July. Remember, if it doesn't resonate, just let it go. Find somebody else or whatever. Whatever works for you. Take what you can out of it and leave the rest. I have decided to change this back to the way it was when I originally started, which was the sign that I'm reading for is on the left and your person is on the right, and then I do a little 4-card layout for potential outcome for the both. And it can be situations, romance, marriage. I don't set an intention on what comes out. All right, but I did see freedom. I saw the word freedom. And I thought, okay, we're going to use the Soul's Journey card, because I'm pretty sure there's one of these cards in here that says something about freedom. But anyway, I have a feeling there's a lot of freedom in your life right now. I just feel like, Happy, that you've let something go, or you've shook that goat off your back and you're ready to move on. Something like that. It's like you're opening up again. It's like a freshness coming in. Let's see what we have. Acceptance. That works. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. That does take quite some patience, doesn't it? Sometimes hard. But you're learning. Learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Don't we all need that reminder once in a while, right? Now, I am doing something a little different, and I did it on the first reading. I'm going to read just a small portion of the book, so please bear with me, because when I read the books after I'm done with the reading, I feel like, oh my gosh, I should have read that portion of the book. I feel like I'm cheating you if I don't read a little bit more than what it says. And on this one, I'm just going to read the first paragraph. There's like 2. Right now, your soul is learning acceptance. This may force you to feel out of control in a situation or with another person in your life. Just realize that the universe has given you this incredible opportunity to release control. Perhaps doing so will help you realize that there is a rhythm to everything in life, rather than thinking that these are accidents that are occurring. Refer to these conditions as moments of divine design. See? Doesn't that sound a little bit better than you're learning to accept? I love it. I hope you guys like it. We're going to be doing a little bit of clarifying, and this is the main deck I'm going to be using for the layout. So, Cappy, what have you learned? And it's good to learn, because that means there's lessons being learned, which means there's a cycle that could be ending, which would mean freedom. I hope freedom somehow comes out in this, but anyway, we'll see. All right, let's go ahead and lay out Cappy. That's a good card. 3 of Hearts in reverse. Something was let go. It was painful, but you're on the healing end of it now. Nice, nice. Ooh, and then the 10 of Swords. 10s are endings. So if you felt betrayed, backstabbed, or hurt, it was very painful, but you are over it. You are in the process of ending that cycle as well. Whew. Cappy. In the 9 of Pentacles. Now, this is someone that is single and they're financially well off. It also means that it's like one more card and you'll be in the happy, overflowing of money. It just means that this person is very stable. They're independent. They don't really need anybody else. And that could be you, Cappy. This could be the way you're feeling, or it could be the financial end of it. Interesting. Maybe you were in a relationship. All right, we'll go back over that later. But I feel like you were in a relationship that hurt you bad. Your heart, you felt stabbed in the back. And you decided you're better off being single. That's what I'm feeling. And sometimes that's okay. Everybody has their own path. Remember that. And you learned a lesson. I'm sure you did. All right, your person, The Ten of Cups in the upright. Were they married? Were they in a relationship? Okay. We'll see. Well, that would be something I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Well, this is probably one of those things you could not change. Just saying. If you're involved in a three-party situation, which a lot of times the Three of Swords indicates that this is some kind of, it's just a three-party situation is what they call it. I don't like that word, but the Page of Cups. Oh, the Page of Cups is like sending you a message of an apology with emotions and a little dab of love. I'm sure they know that it was hurtful. They know. Oh. Three of Pentacles, another three, that indicates it was a three-party situation to me. If there's two or more, for sure, it was a three-party. Somebody was married already, had a family, and you were single, and you guys somehow fell in love with each other, thought it was going to be beautiful, and, you know, sometimes that's the goad in us that leads us in this spiral that doesn't work. But that's okay. It's a lesson learned. And remember, that's what we're here on earth to do, is to learn our lessons. On the bottom of the deck, you are going to be happy. Nine of Cups. And perhaps your person is going to be happy too. It's probably like a burden lifted, to be honest, if you're in a situation like that. Married or involved with a married person. Oh my gosh. So when I saw that freedom flash in my eyes when I was shuffling and concentrating on you, I saw freedom. And I feel like you've reached it. Maybe you felt trapped and obligated in some way. But you're back to your single self is what I'm feeling. I don't know who this is for, if it resonates. Okay. I don't want to take more than one card, please. Let's clarify the Three of Swords. See what we come up with. I think that just speaks for itself, to be honest. I'm going to pass it. Let's see what the Ten of Swords is. The Ten of Swords. There's something new coming. An ending brings a new beginning. And your new beginning is going to be passionate. Now, that doesn't mean sexual, but it could just be creativity. It could be anything that just sparks your life and snaps you out of all of this. Oh, I love that. I call those the spark of life. It's like if you've been in a situation that was painful and you're out of it now, it's time that you start over in something else. It's a new beginning, possibly with a relationship, or it could be that you're becoming creative. Maybe it's got something to do with work too, because the wands also represent career and work. But it also, the way I feel it for you right now, it's the wand also represents your soul. It's like you are going to get refreshed. Your soul's, you learned a lesson. I'm sure you did. Oh, I love that. Okay, good for you. And then the Nine of Pentacles. It was somebody from the past. Possibly a past life, or somebody from your childhood when you were growing up. Or it could be that they had children. Okay. Moving on. What about your person with the Ten of Cups? Now, tens usually represent endings, like your Ten of Swords. So is this the maximum that this happiness is going to be in this marriage? Are they whispering things in your ears that say, just give me time, I'm going to get out of it? Be careful. I would say not to get tangled up in that kind of thought as a personal plea to you. Don't do that. All right, let's clarify the 10 of Cups. Oh, see, they need courage to either leave it or to stay even. There's something that's not right here. This, whoever your person was or is, they need courage to be in that marriage. That speaks volumes to me. It can be anything. I'm not going to go too deep into that. This is only a reading for the masses now. But resonate it the way it needs to be. If it fits for you, you'll know. The Page of Cups, I still think that's an emotional thank you or emotional forgive me. Oh. Now with the Emperor here, this talks about like a father figure. Somebody that likes to have everything stable, running smoothly, no interference. They don't like to leave things undone. So the Emperor is sending you a tiny cup of love, which is like an emotional apology. Oh. It could be an emotional remember me. You know, something on that nature. But don't get too wrapped up in it. And then the Three of Pentacles, again, now we already spoke about that. But the Three of Pentacles talks about 2 or more people working together in a collaboration to earn money or to create some type of new product, something that can be sold on the market. I mean, it could be that. And maybe that's what happened. Maybe this was intentionally supposed to be that you were just working together. And then you two found another way to make that work. Maybe that's when you joined in a romantic sense. Maybe it was through work that happened. It was justified though. So that means it's in both of your favors. It wasn't something that was what's the word? I can't think of the word. It's been looked at, it's been viewed, and the divine has decided that it's fine. It happened. You both learned lessons. If you wouldn't have learned the lessons, this would have been a reverse. But it's telling me that you both learned lessons. So just chalk it up as a lesson learned. Oh. Anyway, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. Now that does talk about somebody leaving someone else out in the cold. And you may feel, maybe that's how you felt at one time, Cappy. I'm guessing this person probably is the one that broke it off. I really believe that. And it could have been that you felt like you were left out in the cold. I hate that expression for that card, but it's either that or you walked away. It could be that too. It could be either way. Oh. Well, that's what I have for you, Cappy. Now, this is for the month. I will be doing weekly readings still, so look for those in the upcoming weeks. Until then, thanks, Cappy, for watching and subscribing. I appreciate it so much, and we will see you next time. Namaste.